Hey y'all. So my boyfriend is older than me. My boyfriend is 29 years older than me right now, but for a couple of months he is 30 years older than me. And I know that's a huge age difference. A lot of people will push back and say, oh my gosh, it's so wrong, it's disgusting, it's gross, and blah blah blah. And I understand that. I completely understand it. Initially I thought that was weird too, until I started to think more logically about dating and relationships. Please let me know, have you ever heard of the phrase nature laughs last? Nature laughs last. And so I just wanted to talk about the benefits of dating an older man, and how that ties into the whole concept of nature laughs last. So we all know that men are biologically programmed to spread their seed when they're most fertile and all that jazz. And I mean, quite honestly, if you look at the dating scene today, it's very hookup culture oriented, and a lot of men will not commit to a woman unless he's ready to settle down. And you know, I have seen example after example of women trying to kind of tie down men when they're too young, you know, in their 20s and 30s. Like, honestly, most men aren't ready to commit. So I see a lot of men, I see a lot of women try to tie men down, and everyone gets hurt at the end, right? So the man rarely stays faithful and he leaves, and then the woman wastes her youth and her beauty in a relationship that, you know, didn't last, and that she really didn't gain anything from, because she was hoping for this fairy tale ending of, you know, having a husband and family and children and marriage. And it just never happened because she tried to tie down someone who was too young. And so this is kind of the number one benefit of dating an older man. And that is, you know, honestly, when a man isn't 45 and up, you know, but specifically like 45 to 55, men are going through like a midlife crisis a lot of times. And they are looking for, you know, someone to remind them of their youth and make them feel young. And that's why a lot of older men go for younger women in their 20s and in their early 30s. So women, if you're in your 20s or your 30s, please don't waste this time. Please don't waste your time on men who are the same age as you, or who just honestly just not ready to settle down, because you can't force someone to want the same thing you want in regards to relationships and marriage and family. So that's just how men are, right? Like, that's why, you know, I'm gonna go back to the first phrase, nature laughs last, right? I mean, men are programmed to run around and spread their seed in hopes that, you know, they produce offspring, right? And so if you understand that as a woman going into a relationship, you will make wiser decisions if you care about having the outcome you want in the future. The second reason is because a lot of older men, 45 and up, are financially stable and they can help you. And men are programmed to want to help the woman that they care about, and the woman that they're attracted to, and the woman that they love, right? So, you know, I'm in my 20s, and, you know, 20s is tough. Most 20-something-year-olds don't have much. And, you know, we struggle, right? We struggle to keep up with things, and we're still learning, we're still new at life, we're still young. So an older man can help you make better decisions. He can help you if you need assistance with school, or with career choices, or with just simply paying for stuff, because a lot of 20-something-year-olds are just broke. So that's another thing. And the third thing is just that they're more emotionally mature. Men mature slower than women. Everyone knows this. And, you know, when you try to get emotional, when women try to get emotional fulfillment from men who are not, you know, emotionally mature, it's just a lose-lose for everyone. She gets frustrated, hurt, and it's not a good look. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of like why I'm just like dating older men now, because I'm like, you know what, I can't deal with this. I don't want to waste my time. And I know it's like, it's becoming more common. It's becoming more acceptable now, but slowly. And there's still a whole bunch of people who are just like, what the hell? I tell you one thing, my boyfriend doesn't look as old as he is. He looks about 10 years younger. Oh my gosh, and that's another thing. That's another thing. So men age slower than women. Oh my goodness. And men are socially allowed to age and keep their stature and keep their image up, and you know, a lot of women like the way older men look. But honestly, when women age, society will devalue them. Society will devalue them. And that falls into another point, which is that men value youth and beauty. And when you're young and still beautiful, and you know, you don't have like wrinkles anymore. I mean, like, you don't have wrinkles yet, and you haven't gained a whole bunch of weight from getting older. That's your best time, and your market value and your societal market value is higher, and so you can attract someone who is able to put you in a better position later on, right? So yeah, men value youth and beauty, and you don't want to waste that on a man who just can't make your life better and add value to your life, you know. And a lot of young men aren't really able to do that. You know, that's natural, it's fine. You know, they're not able to commit, they're not able to financially provide. That's fine, but you know, you just have to know what you're doing before you get into a real sticky situation where, you know, maybe you're getting engaged or married or having children. Because when you have children with someone, it's like, okay, that person is pretty much going to be a part of your life forever. So you want to kind of get married to someone who is mature and who can provide and who is stable and who has some experience in life, you know? So those are the benefits of dating an older man, and I feel like younger women can get a lot more out of life by dating older men, even though it's still kind of like frowned upon and side-eyed by society, but it can just help. It can help big time. Jokes aside, like I wish I had known this like early, like my early 20s. Like when I was 20 years old, I wish I knew what I knew now about dating and when it comes to men and their age. Yeah, maybe I'll make another video about this, about the consequences of like dating a man who's younger and who's not a provider. But until then, I'll see y'all later.